So today's video is a little different than what we've typically done. As you can see behind me, I've got some stuff all set up. Next week, my youngest son and I are headed up to the Boundary Waters, which is like heaven on earth. It's up in northern Minnesota, right on the border of Minnesota and Canada. There's acres upon acres of woods and wildlife and lakes, and it's a canoe camping trip. So there's no motors, there's no motorized boats. You can't hear the cars in the background like you can hear here today. So as we go up to the wilderness, it's such a wonderful place to be, but we know that the wilderness is also full of, well, the wild stuff, right? Like ticks. That's what we're talking about today. So what I usually do, so when I get ready to go to the Boundary Waters or any type of camping trip, I always use Permethrin on my clothing, because that's really what's going to deter the ticks from attaching and from climbing up on you. The DEET bug spray and all of that helps just a little, but it's really the Permethrin that really distracts them. So once you have that on your clothing, they will actually, once they crawl on there, they're going to get overexcited. Their nervous system has become overexcited. They fall off because of that, and it actually kills them. So it not only is a deterrent, but it's also an insecticide, and it's safe. So that's the other question a lot of people ask: is this something you can actually put on your clothing and wear safely? As long as you don't touch it when it's wet, that's the biggest thing. So we get it on the clothing, we let the clothing dry, and then it's going to stay infused in that clothing for several weeks, even through a few wash cycles. So that's what we're doing here today. I'm just going to show you how I do that, because if you can imagine, trying to spray down all these clothes here can be kind of a little tough on the hands if you're using a squeeze trigger spray. So I actually use my garden sprayer. So I'm just going to get that ready here and I'll show you what we do. All right, so this is just my garden sprayer. I've got the solution mixed up in here, and then I'm just going to get this all pumped up here. And if you've ever used one of these, it's really, really simple. Just a little pressure there, and then adjust the spray nozzle to make sure that it's spraying kind of evenly there. There we go, perfect. All right, so wear gloves, number one, just so you don't get yourself here. And it's as simple as this. You just simply get it nice and saturated. And I'll let that dry, turn over to the other side, and we'll do the same thing with everything else. Last but not least, I'm going to spray the tent. So I'm just going to get the bottom parts of it and as much up as we can go here. And that's it. Nice and easy, and that's going to keep us a lot safer than if we didn't have any protection at all, or if we were just using bug spray. So it allows us to enjoy the wilderness that we love so much and not worry so much about the ticks.